What's up,
Everybody's. I love it when a good plan comes together and everybody shows up promptly at 5 o'clock. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening,
Jim.
wherever you may be.
Melissa,
This is
Brandon.
Fan Nation Army Wolverines edition, special Orange Bowls at
Hey.
UPCAP.
What's up? What's up, Brandon?
And
Hey,
by the way,
family.
Happy New Year.
Yes,
January
Happy
4th
New Year.
already. Happy New Year, everybody. How are you guys doing? Mr. Weaves is here.
Hi.
Ian.
What's up, Daddy?
Gotta love Ian.
Danny.
Ian's our boy for joining us and keeping us company for Detroit Lions games.
Yeah.
Bryce Byrne, welcome to your first day on Periscope. Good evening. Yes, a sad tear. Happy 2017 to all of you, you Fan Nation Army family. I'm your host, MikyP.
And I am the producer and co-host DeeVa. Hey, Mr. Weaves.
Hey, Mr. Weaves. And this is your weekly Michigan UPCAP. We'll be talking Orange Bowl. We welcome all you live viewers, all
Colin
you
Bird rips
replay
SEC.
viewers. He does. Who will be watching live in the future, especially those who will be watching in 2017. See what I did there?
Oh, wow. That's the future.
They're already
You're
in
so
2017.
freaking clever.
Oh my goodness. Quick plug.
Jeff,
If
what's
you
up,
find
Jeff?
this at all entertaining, sharing is caring, and we'll guarantee another 4-8 season for Michigan State. All right, today's format
How about
is...
that? How about that?
Oh my goodness, we have so much to talk about. I don't know where to begin, so...
My goodness, where do we begin?
Let's just
Ooh.
call it early. Let's just call it happy hour early.
Okay, we can do that.
Got my mug here, and
Hey, Jeff.
let's see, and this thing. So I don't know where to start. So
Uh-oh.
it's 5 o'clock everywhere.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Weaves.
Let's do that. Oh, and you may need this.
Go
DeeVa.
Blue from Nashville,
DeeVa may
Chris.
need that. Look how
Hey.
that already has olives in it. Ah,
Anyone going to join us for happy hour?
we just have too much to talk about. We don't know where to start. We'll talk closing time. Let's see. Let's start with some closing time. Getting over our orange bowl. Cheers. Happy New Year.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. And
Yes, we are repping the Michigan gear. Yes.
in the gym.
In?
She's
Oh,
like,
I'm sorry,
you're
you
repping in
are.
the gym.
Sorry.
Carry the flag, sir.
Yes.
Carry the flag
Danny,
proudly.
cheers.
We'll talk closing time. Getting over our Orange Bowl a loss. We'll talk some
Lots of blue
Jabrill
in
Peppers.
Nashville. Nice.
Some Najee Harris, mentions of other sportses. And we did this before the Orange Bowl, but let's do this again. Let's get in touch with the feelings.
The feeling.
The feelings. If you noticed our title today, we use the hashtag free the.
Yes, Jeff.
Because
Martini time.
the Ohio State, free the Ohio
Free
State
the
University scored all
Free the
of
thee.
the 0 points.
That's right. Free the thee. Free the thee.
That's a shame. That's just, I feel so bad for them. Free the thee.
Free the thee. All right, so 10-3 for Team 137 and 10-3 for year one for Harbaugh. Are we disappointed?
Yeah, lost 3 games by a total of 5 points. It feels like we're back to being a perennial power team, like we were in the 80s and 90s, where we could roll through all the lesser teams, but not quite.
They certainly did.
They
Mr.
put the
Reeves.
0 in zero high. No, that's a, yeah, the
zero.
O,
Yeah.
the O in Ohio. You got to capitalize these on all of them.
Yes.
I think we're gonna do that everywhere.
Yes.
I feel like we're on the cusp of a perennial power. We roll over the people we need to roll over, but the big games, just like the 80s and
Wait, what was
90s,
that score
couldn't
again?
quite do it.
How many points did Ohio lose by?
31-0. Lost by a point to
Yes,
Florida State
right?
in Florida.
Five total, Jim.
5 total
3
points.
games.
Iowa,
It's
Ohio State.
crazy.
But those were the biggies. Those were our games. It's, we kind of struggled a little bit against Michigan State until, they,
Yeah.
rolled over 'em. Wisconsin, we, had to get Jordan Lewis heroics to save that one. It's like,
But that was a big play.
You want to see big games where, like Clemsonings of Ohio. You want to start crushing people like that.
Of Ohio.
Clemsoning used to be a bad word. They used
The O.
So player development didn't see much momentum toward the end of the season. We saw some regression. Could have been Wilton Spate's injury. Could have been left tackle
I agree.
woes.
We did see regression.
Could have been Down Brown's scheme, not using Peppers completely, where he was in position to make a lot of good plays. But who knows? We'll see in year 3 with the Harbaughing. USC improved
Because, we
throughout
definitely saw other programs improve.
Yeah.
USC is a big one.
USC went on a
From getting
9-game
destroyed by
roll.
Alabama in their opening game.
Exactly. Lewis just didn't pull it off.
Yeah, that was heartbreaking.
It's
That
our
pass
big-
over his head.
Our big players just never made the big play when they needed to make the big play, and the other teams seem to have just that one more big play to out big play us.
Yes.
Something like that.
Well, we need to come out storming in the next
Storming.
season. Storming through. Because you know why? We open against Florida.
Making it rain. Oh, that's a different
we
storming.
need to come out like with a vengeance. And Florida, if you didn't know, plowed through
absolutely.
Iowa 30-3 in the Outback Bowl.
Florida pasted them. And we pasted Florida a year ago, and now we could have two different teams. Who knows what's going to run ride. Welcome to your first day at Periscope. Alrighty, folks.
So that'll set a great precedent if we slaughter the Gators.
Let's rant about, yes, it's in Texas. Oh, I would love to Arlington.
That's right. In
The
Dallas.
big stadium, the Cowboy Stadium. Let's talk a little Orange Bowl upcap here, a.k.a. the juicening.
The juicening.
Hashtag trademark.
The juicening. As you know, Peppers could not play. He had injured his hamstring the day before in practice. And then Jake goes down with a torn ACL. Probably deflated the team a bit.
Got a jersey sore butt.
Sore butt.
Terrible. Too soon? Terrible.
Maybe.
At least for me. Probably deflated the team a bit. Both of those. I mean, it's kind of like Bo dying before the Ohio State game when we're 1-2. We did not punch a touchdown in from the 1 yard line after that fumble. Too soon. Fumble at that punt fumble recovery on the first drive of the game. It didn't punch it in. We had it right there, and they just knocked us back, and we settled for a field goal. The issue is we could not limit the big plays, and this is the broken record. We always say. We say after every game, you see the blogs that take this play away and that play away and this play away, and we're right there. It's 3 plays away. And no shit. I mean, pardon me. Wash my mouth out.
Yeah.
But if other teams can say that too, I mean, if they take a couple plays of us away and then we're there. All the journalists said Florida State outplayed us the entire game. But really it was down to like 3 plays that hurt us.
Yes,
It was the 92-yard touchdown reception. What's his face? Dalvin Cook's 71-yard run, and then the kick return. And those are 3 big plays that other teams are somehow able to tamp down.
Well, let's talk about our offense versus Florida State. 83 yards in the first half.
You read our minds.
Yeah, in the first half. More like that was very Rutgers ugly, I do have to say. And then
Rutgers ugly.
Let's talk about Wilton. Okay, in the last 3 games, he was 103, 219, 163 yards. And that's 3 or 4 lowest passer ratings this season, the last 3 games, of which were losses. Yeah, is it injury? Do we blame? No, we don't blame the injury because he had a month of rest, and if he was really injured, then a better game plan should have been executed. So
always finds a way to F it up. You are right.
And he wasn't hitting his targets, right? He wasn't hitting Darbo, but
I recall the 80s and 90s where it's like the Michigan juggernaut, the Bo Schembechler juggernaut, the Lloyd Carr, the Gary Moeller, the Lloyd Carr, even in the 2000s, and then crap the bed in the big games.
And I want to give him mad props if he was still injured, but then again, he shouldn't have played.
And he was overthrowing everyone until the 4th quarter when he kind of settled down. But wow, to take 3 quarters to warm up just killed us.
I don't know. It seemed like his aura, his confidence wasn't there.
Yeah, and that's why Florida State put 8 men in the box. Jabrill, when we were watching, we were doing the game on game day. Jabrill was like, "They got 8 men in the box, 8 men in the box." He's like counting them. He was counting them, and they're all stacked in the box, daring us to overthrow. And they double dog dared us. By the way, double dog dared us, and we failed. Simple as that.
Yep.
All right, running backs 2.27 yards per carry, taking out the Spate sacks and the last Chris Evans miracle run. And we knew DeMarcus Walker would be a terror, but we made the rest of that Florida State defense look like future NFLers. Gave their 2 linebackers their best statistical games of the year.
How about that?
Ridiculous.
That's great, isn't it?
No answer by the offensive line until the 4th quarter, like we said, when Spate finally had time. And by then it was too little, too late.
Thank you for retweeting. And then looking at the Seminole defense, Francois, QB Francois, went against Tennessee, and he took...
For offense. That was my screw up.
Oh, sorry. I'm like, wait, and then I start reading this. I'm like,
stupid cats.
He took his downfield shots.
Get your copyright
He took them, and he executed.
Thank you, Jeff, for the invite, and thank you for the hearts.
That's that, right? All these QBs have the tools, what it takes, and that's why they're there. But he was able to make certain plays happen. He made the big plays happen, one being the throw over Jordan Lewis's head, right?
I didn't think he was gonna do it. One of my predictions was You know, he's a
Thank you,
iffy
Brandon.
downfield quarterback. Rush, put some pressure on him, and, you know, we'll rattle him early, and didn't seem to rattle him enough at all because he had time. He made those throws. And
Hello, Josh. Welcome.
I mean, look at USC quarterback Sam Darnold. He hadn't even beaten
Anyone watch
the Rose Bowl.
Rose Bowl?
Oh, my goodness.
Wow, what a game!
I thought our game was the best bowl
Oh.
game, despite the loss. Best bowl game of the season, but the Rose Bowl. Wow.
Amazing game.
Then Ohio State getting blanked was pretty good.
Well,
too.
yeah, definitely.
But Sam Darnold, USC quarterback, hadn't beat out the returning sophomore
that.
to start the
Go
season,
Blue,
and then he
Troy.
goes on a 9-game tear to close out the season. Plays like Peyton Manning in
Troy, were you there
the
with us
Rose
for
Bowl as a
the
redshirt
Detroit
freshman.
Lions
Ridiculous.
broadcast?
Even Trace McSorley looked great in that Rose Bowl. We just don't seem to have momentum where our players kill it.
I think
at the end
Sam
of the
was
season.
picked
Jake
twice,
Ruddock,
too.
he did well.
He can come back. I mean,
Yeah.
he's awesome.
So
Sam Darnold. No dumb hat. It is Troy from the. What do you all think about Najee? Well, we're gonna get to that.
Oh,
We will
Najee.
get to that. We will get to
the
that.
rumors, the rumblings. It's not fair.
We will get to
Why
that.
can't we has nice things?
So on the running backs, right? Dalvin Cook is easily the number 2 or maybe the first drafted
I think he's the first.
running
Format's
back, and then first drafted running back.
Yeah.
So he had 145 yards rushing, including a 71-yard monster run, another 62 yards with 3 receptions. I mean,
price tag still.
we could not we could not stop him off the edge, and we could
It was a
not
blowout, yes.
we could not shadow that guy.
Your
Man,
sources.
he
do
killed
you have
us.
good sources? Do you have some good sources?
Oh, I like
Well,
that.
that
Jeff.
vaunted defensive line was supposed to feast on the Seminole offensive line, get the quarterback, plug some holes. Not enough sacks. Vaunted secondary was supposed to shut out
Ooh,
down
Troy
average
does. He has
passer.
some inside sources.
Miscommunications in Lewis. You know, your boy Taco and
Yeah,
Jabrill's
man.
boy Taco Tuesday was.
Yeah, he was the only guy who came to show us stuff, right? I mean, he had 1 sack, 2 tackles for loss, 2 quarterback hurries, a
It's
pass
gonna be
deflection,
rough.
and he had 5 tackles.
Oh, thank you.
But he was outshone by
Insult
Florida
kiss.
DL,
Insult kiss.
which had 4 sacks and 15 tackles for loss.
The question was how we can do with all the seniors leaving. We will be leaving that to a future upcap, so stay tuned. But it's going to have to reload. I think we'll be in good shape. We got great talented players coming in. Wormley had like 1 tackle. He was silent, but he was holding that edge, and Cook was running the other way the whole time. I think Wormley's still good solid second rounder. He's going to get drafted. All right, I'm going to tell you. Here's my one play.
Ian,
Who starts
you're
at tight
watching
end?
on
Ian
YouTube?
Bunting. Ian Bunting will start at tight end.
Oh, he had some great catches.
As a receiving tight end, you got to keep in mind, though, we got there's usually some 2 jumbo tight end sets. We've got Ozzie and Wheatley. And
Is that the comment on Bunting
yeah.
over Devin?
Over Devin Ozzie? I think so. I think to start it. But that's what spring ball is for. Right now, I put Ian Bunting over Ozzie. He's Ozzie's a road grader blocker, but
Gentry.
Harbaugh loves that middle seam tight
all
end
mofo.
rolling down the middle seam. And Ozzie, great guy, big guy. I don't know if his hands have proven himself yet. It's a small sample size. He's done well, is what we've seen, but Bunting's got the experience. I'll tell you the one play
Bunting
that
will
lost
be a
us the
senior?
game.
Oh,
I'll tell
yes.
you the one play
Yep,
that
you
lost
ready
us
for
the
this?
game. Oh, that's
QB next year.
I don't
Oh,
want to talk
Jack.
about that. That's
You know,
that's
I think
that's flipping a coin for the next 4 months.
I
His
mean-
fate. He's just got to. If he
Yeah,
wasn't,
it's gonna be another battle. It's
If
gonna
it
be
turns
another
out that
battle.
he was still had a fracture or
in the
something
off season.
over this last month and was still nursing it, okay, I grant you. But if he was healthy and he just wasn't ready, you never know. You never know.
Oh,
Thank you.
good,
Thank you.
good.
Thank you for being there. I'll
Awesome,
take it.
Troy.
Just be there. Being there is half the battle. My one play that lost the game, and I'm going to tell you, they killed Kenny. They killed Kenny. The heroics
He
of
can only
Kenny
do so
Allen.
much.
Without any other options on the roster, he did it all for
can't
us
leave everything
all
up to the kicker.
season. He did all kickoff returns, or kickoffs, all field goals, all punts, all the time, all extra points. The guy was a one-man monster on special teams, and it caught up to us.
Jeff,
He
best one
eventually
plays,
got
so.
tired. Well, kick coverage, and here's why. Kenny Allen went 3 of 3 on field goals, which is yay! You know, he turned it on at the end of the year. He had 8 punts for over 47
Yes, Troy.
yards
Yeah,
average
big
per
game,
punt, including a
opening game.
61-yarder, including the
Against
one that
Florida.
we went and got the humble. So
We gotta
huge,
show up.
yay! A hero. 7 kickoffs he had to kick off, and Why
yes,
is that important, you asked?
All year.
Why is
outside of Wisconsin, exactly.
Exactly. But he had 7 kickoffs, and why is that important? Because he was able to force touchbacks on the first 6. And then the last kickoff, the man's got to be tired.
Yes.
If he would have gotten a touchback.
Huge game.
If he would have gotten a touchback, Florida. Kicked it for a touchback. They had 0 returns up to that point. 0 kickoff returns. All touchbacks. If he had boomed it just a little farther, we probably win the game.
Yeah.
But just a little bit short. And kickoff coverage was terrible. But
that's true, Jack.
Kenny Allen, I mean, he could have, if he would just gotten a little bit more, and he was tired out. I'm sure with a kicker who's dedicated solely to that is just booming him all day. He can do 7 a day, but he had to do everything.
He did.
Not enough leg, Kenny, but you carried us quite a bit this season. Alrighty, folks, ponder that one play.
Yes.
Well, we were fine till the end of the year. Then Jabrill doesn't return punts.
We have great receivers coming in. This freshman class. Whew.
We'll talk about that in a second. Where's Michigan stand now? We'll discuss Team 138 in the future upcaps.
I know, Troy. That's an interesting stat.
As we get towards signing day. But you wanted to talk about the draft newses, right?
Yeah, draft newses. Well, Jabrill Peppers. No word yet. But I think all of our guts are sensing that he's gonna go to the NFL. So, I mean, especially if he grades as a top 10 pick, right? And then it's basically a no-brainer. I mean, go get that green paper and you get the other paper later. You could always graduate later. I mean, he definitely wants to get his degree. You'll never have as much fun winning in college. However, he can't risk not being set for life. I mean,
Brent, are you watching that, Brandon?
If he were to get a horrible injury and not be able to go into the draft the following year, that would be awful. So he's likely going to go.
Chesson fell down a little bit. I'm going to say it. He fell down a little bit this season. And whether that's quarterback play, not getting him the ball, not inability to get separation, so he wasn't getting the throws. Chesson's a great athlete. He's a 4 or 5 round out of flyer, but probably late rounds. Wormley, second or third round. I think he was solid earlier this year. He was a solid first round pick coming into the,
Yeah, he was, but
he wasn't a solid. He was a draftee last year, but the thought was he could really turn into a first rounder.
In the beginning of the season.
You do?
That's right, Troy. That's right. So you have some insider information.
Logan, LTT, how's he doing?
That's right. Yes, we remember.
David Dawson also decided to transfer for his last year. So
where do you think Jake Butt will land if this tear is not
ACL tear? You'll have to see how that affects his draft stock.
I think we get Najee
I know his brother does.
Yes.
Special Logan.
Special M.
How's he doing? I hope he's doing well. I hope he loves his Michigan degree because we love him for that. Jake Butt, ACL tear. See how that affects his draft stock. Players get drafted. The problem is, he suffered at December 30th. Usually that's 9 months rehab, and then they'll have to see how he does. He could miss most of next year, and even as a tight end, it's hard to come in as a rookie.
Gives me the chills. It sucks so bad.
I think he's probably a round 3 at best. I'm going to call it as a round 3 at best. And there's insurance there's loss of value insurance. So Chuck Philly. Where do you think Chuck will go? Oh, where do you think he will go? Where he'll commit to? I don't know. I have no idea actually on that one. I forget who else is courting him. I do forget that. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But we need him. We need that road grader. We missed out on Wilson. We need him. So Jordan Lewis finished his career with a blemish, giving up that game-winning TV to a 5'11"
I'll never forget that. Sorry, Lewis.
Hard to know what scouts will do with that.
Okay. Second round late, yeah. Mike, you saying second or
I'm
third?
saying that round 2 late, yeah. That's a flyer, third round. I'm thinking more third round, though. That's a flyer. Drevno getting the 5 years. I like...
Is it $1 million a year?
I don't know.
Is that what it is? I think so.
Drevno's?
$1 million a year, right?
Usually the assistants are up to that point now.
Yeah.
Jed Fish is gone, so new quarterback and wide receivers coach. I don't know. This is going to be Harbaugh's. This is going to be who knows. I don't know. I have no idea who's the quarterback. I didn't see that coming. Nobody had that on the radar. I don't think. So now, new QB coach. Harbaugh's the QB whisperer. He's got to know people that can help him.
Ian's watching on YouTube. Peppers is the MVP. That's right.
That's right.
And a Happy New Year. I think that, our pretty much first rounder for Michigan is Taco Charlton.
Taco. And Peppers if he goes, right?
Yeah.
Timon Brown get 5-year contract. Wonder if Jim stays for a while. He's going to. I think he's home.
You know,
I think he's home.
Let's all hope he at least stays for 5 years.
Was supposed to be, but
in 2017, got to beat Ohio State,
low-level recruiting there.
Yeah, Jim's got to beat Ohio State. On that one.
So we have Taco Charlton, definitely a Peppers. Button Lewis will probably settle second, third round. Wormley too, and then you may see Chesson, Darboh, Glasgow, Magnuson even.
Oh, Brandon feels Peppers staying. I like that.
Brandon, I love your
right,
optimism.
Troy. Yeah, have to beat OSU next year.
I wish you were a fortune teller.
Jim's 0-2, not good, right? Not good. So the good news is Maurice Hurst, Mason Cole, and Khalid Hill are staying. So we'll have some potential first-round picks.
Agreed.
Coming back to anchor the O-line and the D-line. And our Hammerin' Panda.
Hammerin' Panda. Sorry. It was his grandma, that's Hammerin'. So we got people coming back. We'll talk more about Team 138 and future upcaps as we close to signing day because we'll get a better sense of all the players that are coming in.
Oh, really?
What? You don't like this tie? Oh, my goodness. I tied it myself. Alrighty, folks. Lots of holiday presents for Happy New Year's Commitment Day. You know about Tariq Black.
Yes,
you know about Donovan Peoples-Jones. Hurst, Money, Gary. It's going to be great.
Yes.
Consensus #1 center, IMG Academy Cesar Ruiz committed over the holidays. Probably a year behind Mason Cole, maybe redshirt, but fantastic get. Flint Southwestern, defensive tackle, we think he's gonna, DE, defensive end, Deron Irving Bay.
He'll start at tight end.
Following in Rick Leach's footsteps as Flint Southwestern. Pipeline, that's a long time in between Flint Southwestern people. He'll get tutored by Money and Hurst for defensive tackle. New Jersey outside linebacker Drew Singleton from Paramus Catholic. Pipeline tore his ACL in the first game of the year, played at the Big House. Oh, is that another cheese?
Sure. I'm going to eat an olive, but no, I won't eat an olive.
Eat the olive.
Nico!
Friends of the FNA Resistance had told us that Drew was going to come because they saw him rehabbing rehabbing his knee in New Jersey and saw his dad with a Michigan shirt and went and talked to him and we knew.
Yeah.
We're still waiting on Najee Harris.
We're going to Texas.
5-star Najee Harris.
We should go to Texas.
Troy, somebody said, Brandon said, somebody said
it's a good idea,
they know Najee's coming. I'd like to know how. 5-star Aubrey Solomon, Georgia defensive tackle, likely an Alabama lean, though he took a look at Florida and Georgia. Why is Georgia all of a sudden, getting these 5 stars and high 4 stars after an 8-5 season with their first-year coach?
I don't know.
Yes, we're waiting on Chuck Filiaga. We're waiting on
we can stay at Brandon.
Tufele from Utah and Willie Gay from Mississippi. So
let it rain.
Let's see what happens here. We will tweet about it.
Thanks.
We'll have another upcap, and then we'll talk signing day closer to that.
Yes, I like that, Jeff. Dollar sign EC. Yep. So I hear that 9 of 12 early enrollee commits are on campus.
That's dedication. That's Michigan men for you.
They're on campus already. 9 of 12 already on campus. I love that.
Alabama QB said he's a signed roommate for Harris. I think they're all full of crap. I really do. I think they're full of crap right now. I don't think that if they could say, they probably would. They're probably so under a lockdown not to.
Yes,
Najee flight.
Yeah,
yes.
so speaking
it was debunked, exactly.
Speaking of Najee Harris.
Somebody said he's on the same flight. Somebody.
Right.
Maybe they fly through Tuscaloosa or Birmingham to go to Ann Arbor.
Did he have dinner with Harbaugh last night?
I love this. This is this is the
he's in so many places at once.
Yeah, exactly. Either he's Santa Claus as of the last week, or this is just pure rumor speculation, and I love you guys for it.
Well, speaking of Najee, apparently he's not going to make a public announcement. He's just going to enroll or early enroll in the college he commits to. So, enrollment opened for...
Classes started today.
So I guess he can still enroll.
He's got a ways to enroll
he has the UA Army All-American Bowl, as many other M commits.
The fine one looks like Mr.
Do.
Burns. He's got good at running and everywhere. He's everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Najee Harris runs. Would be cool, I know. So classes started today, and most people can find out who's in there's an internal, if you're there, you can find out who's enrolled because it's public. I think it would be good if there was like this book that had the faces and names of people that were your
Really?
classmates at college.
What would you call
so you could
that?
like find them and then tell
Wonder
them
why Barrett stayed?
tell them how awesome your $4
Practice, he has to
soy
prove
latte
himself.
was, and then share,
He has
some
to prove
adorable
himself.
meme of a baby flipping off its parents, and like I haven't already seen that already from the other 5,000
Maybe
people
it's
in this
called
book.
the Book Face or
The Book of Faces?
Book?
The Book of Face. The Book Face.
There you go.
We're gonna invent that.
Yes.
We're gonna invent
But yeah,
that.
Troy just brought up Barrett staying another year.
Barrett is staying another year. Good, they can keep him. Tom Herman took
After the way
their.
he played against
Didn't he take their QB coach over to Texas? I mean, they can keep him.
Right.
Don't care about JT
There you
Barrett.
go,
I don't
Jim.
think he wasn't that good, and it was proven in the bowl game. He was not that good.
Shut
we
out.
beat ourselves that game. We beat ourselves that game.
Shut out.
Shut up. Jeff Spate, by the way.
Yes,
another one.
Mr. Spate. Yes, Jeff.
Did we get another Spate, by the way?
Wilton's younger brother,
Tim
offensive
Beck.
guard,
Tim Beck.
has committed, as we've said this in previous broadcasts, as preferred walk-on
Illinois?
for 2017. He stands at 6'4" at 280 pounds. He turned down a full ride to NC State to be a Michigan man.
You never know with these people. Walk-ons. How many walk-ons have we had that
Graham Glasgow.
Graham Glasgow, all the Glasgows almost, and the Jordan Kovacs of the world. I mean,
Paul, what's up, Paul?
We get great walk-downs. Paul and Boats. All right, the other sports is, folks, we will be, by the way,
Christopher Walken.
31 reasons not to. Oh, Zynga! That deserves. I can think of 0 reasons.
Are you talking about the Orange Bowl, Paul? Orange Bowl?
Paul, you're
You just woke
rolling
up.
in.
You just woke up from December 30th.
That was a brilliant zinger
You should
there.
try to be a walk-on, Brandon.
You could try to be a walk-on. I
Well,
tried to be a walk-on
Paul, we won.
on campus. I walked on campus. Then I.
Wish we had good news for you, Paul.
Didn't do so well in school.
Considering you just woke up.
All right, you may have to be a student. You may still have eligibility left. I don't know. Reasons in 3 to 9 minutes. All right, folks. Other sports actually exist. We will be doing our upcaps after this. This isn't the end of it. We will be doing basketball
Brandon. You
broadcasts.
should try.
We will get you ready for signing day, and we'll
NFL
talk about Team
predictions.
138, who may be where.
You're going to have to watch the replay.
But we're not going to do that
we
today.
Went over all that.
We're going to let you guys get going after we talk about other
Went over
sports.
Peppers, Lewis.
The men's dribble and shoot organization
Taco.
does exist. We began Big
The
Ten
round
play.
ball. The round ball.
There is a round ball.
Oh, you want F&A Pistons.
Oh, we'll bring that. Bring it.
Well,
We'll
are
bring
you
that.
a Pistons fan? Or
Began
are you just
Big
gonna...
Ten play. Basketball did on Sunday
Gripe
in
the whole
Iowa
time.
as a 2-point favorite. We fell to the Hawkeyes in a heartbreaking shootout. Went to
That
overtime.
sucked.
Iowa couldn't stop.
That's what I figured.
But just hoped to contain DJ Shorts, who went off for 28 points, 14 rebounds.
Shorts.
He wears and 6 assists. We just couldn't contain a freshman
We're
point guard who
considering
crushes
doing
us.
that, Jim, F&A
Jordan
Red
Bohannon
Wings.
twice answered Michigan lead-taking threes with threes of his own down the stretch. Senior All-Big Ten Peter Jock. Yoke or Yock or Jock. I don't know how they pronounce it. It's Iowa senior. Daggered a 3 in overtime to put the game out of the reach. Story of the season. Key moments. We have turnovers. We have defensive lapses. They gave up 14 offensive rebounds. Failed to get to the line. Only 5 free throws.
I haven't kept up on the Wings.
to
whether
Iowa's
they're having
15.
a good season or not. That's
Rely
more
on the
him.
3, and DJ Shorts jacks up 2. Feels it too much, and his shorts
You're
went
a
to his
VP
head.
host for Argyle. Cool.
So that's the story
I'm a
of
VP
Michigan
host.
basketball not improving and losing against the big games
we
here.
would.
So 10-4, 0-1 in the league. We will see if we can turn this around against Maryland upcoming Saturday. We'll be there with you.
Or turn it around tonight in a
Ranting
few
through the
minutes,
game.
right?
We do need to turn it around
My
tonight. Penn
bad. I
State.
interrupted you on that.
No, it's yours. Go for it.
Well, Michigan. Well, you read these.
I'm reading these guys.
Okay.
We play no defense and do not. I said that yet.
Thank
Wings are in the
you.
bottom 3.
Yeah, I was just
How
telling
did we
Jim that
float that
I haven't
down?
been keeping up with the Wings. So
I haven't
I'm
much
not-
either. I'm sorry. It's just
We got to beat Ohio State.
after Dotsuk left, it's kind of like the old
in all
guard.
sports, right?
Really good
Yes.
people are gone.
Well, we play Penn State tonight. Men's basketball. It's the
Ablocator's
home
good,
opener at
Blendening's
Chrysler
good.
Center.
But our
It's
goalies,
it's on Big Ten
Howard
Network.
was supposed to be a monster.
8:30
Just
Eastern or 5:30 Pacific.
screwing up.
Yes, Paul. I have to beat Ohio in all sports.
All sports.
All sports.
All.
All sports. So hopefully we can get our first Big Ten win tonight, men's basketball, and we can continue to make it a horrible year for Penn State by making them lose
that would be
once
wonderful.
again.
Yes.
Considering they lost in the
Penn
Rose
State.
Bowl.
Stupid Lions.
Yes.
Stupid knitting Lions. Yep, got to start our win streak. We haven't mentioned women's basketball much, have we?
Yeah, you know, women's basketball, they've been doing pretty damn good. They're 13-3.
You're the worst fan ever. It's like
They're 13-3.
you root for the worst things to happen.
They're 2-0
It's like
in
watch Penn
conference.
State punt these clowns.
They're 2-0. Really? You can say that again about Michigan.
Michigan State is weird though. Michigan State is like Jekyll and
They
Hyde.
had easy wins over
They have
Rutgers
great
and
talent,
Wisconsin.
and then they'll poop their pants, poop the bed.
But back on this, Paul, they're playing their evil nemesis in the Big Ten leader, Ohio State, this Saturday. So hopefully the women's basketball team can beat
Let's
Ohio
start all cheering for
State.
women's basketball
Yes,
because
yes.
they're crushing it.
So some stats: Junior Caitlin Flaherty, she's awesome. She's averaging about 18 points a game.
And they're young. They got
Hallie Tome at
He's always a
14.
jerk.
14.6.
glad.
And freshman
But he's
Kirsty
lost all the good teams,
Rodrzik,
and
I
he's
don't know
2-0
how to
in the Big
pronounce
Ten.
her name. She's at 13.4
You
points
stink
per
eyed
game.
last year.
And she's 46% at the free throw with threes.
Is that
She's
why
pretty
you're
damn
blasting
good.
us? Do we stink?
So the women,
Troy. Not
plus
insulted at all.
deep team. At least 9 players are averaging 10 minutes a game. So, and they're shooting, all are shooting over 47%. That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
So
Women
I
are
want to
killing
catch.
it.
I haven't watched one of their games. I want to. They're around. The cats.
Cats ran away when I
I
pulled
want to
out the
catch a few
flask.
of their games.
They know what happens when Daddy
I'm
gets
sure
drunk.
it's exciting to watch them.
No, that's not
so.
true. That's a terrible thing to say.
Yes. Moving on to wrestling.
Moving on to wrestling. Yes, that's it. I love
Troy.
I love them. I love the women's team. They got a phenom coming in next year too. So Kim Arico Barnes, that coach is doing well. We're going to the tourney. Bank on it. The wrestling.
Ian, yes, keep the pepper. Keep
The
pepper.
wrestling is 3-1 with
Keep
our
Jabrill.
only loss against Minnesota, who was ranked below us earlier in December. We take on oh wow. We take on number 3 Iowa on
Can
Friday.
he come too?
Exactly. I think I'm kind of obligated.
A vodka martini.
We take on number 3 Iowa
Thanks for the hearts.
on Friday at home. I just coughed myself a red. At home in Ann Arbor, Logan Massa
Oh,
is
Mr.
15-0.
Weeds. Why did you bring that up?
15-0,
I
number
was
2 in the
so
nation.
sad.
3 other wrestlers are ranked in the top 11, but Iowa has 2 number 1s,
Will
2 number 2s, and 3 other nationally ranked
Ronda
dudes.
Rousey
So
come back?
grapplers,
Should she come back?
don't
or
get
should
killed.
she just retire?
that'd be a huge upset if we took out Iowa.
Yeah,
I
that was
cough
pretty
now, and all I have is
disappointing.
whiskey.
And Amanda Nunes pretty much proved to the world, the planet, that she's a beast.
Good news is wrestlers
She's a
are very
beast.
young teams. 7 of the 10 wrestlers are freshman
Ronda
eligibility.
Rousey. Ugh.
Oh, Ronda Rousey.
Beat in 48 seconds. She made $62,000 a second.
It's more than we make
Yeah.
in a year.
A second. How do you make $62,000 a second? $3 million payout. Good for her.
I don't know. Why is Ronda trying to box?
She
And
actually,
why am I like
she was
causing
trying to
a
grab.
storm here?
If you look, we watched it at least 5 times because only 48 seconds. She kept trying to lunge after Amanda to try to bring her in to judo toss her. And then in the meantime kept getting punched in the face. So, yeah. Oh my goodness, excuse me.
She did kick butt by submitting, and and she never could take a punch in the face. That's the problem. Oh my
I
goodness! now I
thought
have to
Ronda
go.
needed to keep the distance by throwing some kicks. She needed to learn how to kick. But her
She never could take a punch in the face.
boxing coach, Edvin, made her think that she knows how to box. And Amanda schooled her and was like, she came at me trying to box. Yeah, she did try to box. in the
Whiskey's too
beginning.
strong. I got some. It hit something in my throat, and I got this cough,
I
and I'm
could
trying
talk about
not
this
to cough all
forever,
day.
But
Listen to your mama. She needs new guidance. Absolutely. I did. I got punched in the throat. This is a disaster. Okay, we got to shut this thing down, or else I'm going to make a fool of myself.
oh, and Jabrill Black wanted Ronda to lose so bad, and I was fortunate enough to watch the fight with him. That was fun.
Oh, he didn't rub it in though.
No, he didn't.
He
He
didn't
knew
rub
I
it
was
in.
sad.
You knew you were sad about it. Look, Ronda was phenomenal. Did phenomenal things for the sport, for women's sports. She was an ambassador beyond anything.
Periscope. It's actually not true. He's had a few. Ronda would crush this guy.
Oh my
Yes, he
goodness.
would. Yes, she would.
I'm blushing.
She would. I could potentially give Ronda a run for her money. I would just kick her.
3-9 bad
Kick her
coughs
away.
earlier.
Oh, that's a good one.
Alrighty, folks. That is it. We could talk MMA all day with you guys. I would love to do that. Maybe we'll have to start FNA MMA and
Or
chat
we
about
could
that.
start one of our broadcasts by me beating him up.
Let's read Najee to U of M rumors right now. Let's do that. Let's go find all those. We'll keep you up to date. Check out our Twitter at FNA_Wolverines. We'll keep you up to date on all of that news.
Yes, that was a waste.
We will let you know when we're back on. Basketball, Maryland, this Saturday, 3:15 Eastern, 12:15 Pacific.
Yep.
We'll see you there. And go blue, as always.
You want to see that, don't you, Jim?
Go
It'd
blue.
be fun.
No, she's got a nasty rear naked choke. She's got a nasty guillotine.
Melissa. Go blue.
Your
Go
arm
blue.
bars are meh. Whatever.
Oh, really?
Whatevs.
That's funny. So, yeah, we all can't wait to hear about Najee. Yes, Najee.
If somebody knew that was coming and they said that, I will, I'll give you a clap. I think it's all rumor. I don't think anybody knows. I don't think any of you know. Alrighty, folks, because we don't.
Cheers, Michigan family.
Cheers, Michigan family. Happy 2017 to all of us, all of the team, all of the team, the teams.
Cheers.
And we'll be in touch with you.
Clink, clink.
Clink, clink.
Clink, clink.
Go blue.
We love y'all.
Go blue.
Go blue.
Have a blessed Wednesday evening.
Yes.
Oh, there's Fritzy. It's still broadcasting.
Yes.